to think about you, you maybe it's not the good choice for the company, because if the another company offer you, for example, a bigger salary, you probably should leave the company. Then I think we shouldn't do in an interview is ask for the first time for the salary and benefits. Okay, during the process, the question about salary will be have to be made, but at the first time, it's not good. And about you, Gabriele?
I guess when I answer before, I guess send emails, look LinkedIn, keep contacts. That's it, and you fair.
Fair. Okay. Well, question number 3. What are something you should do for a job interview? Guys, for me, the best thing you should do is get tranquil. It's control your nerves, to be so very obedient. What you with your answers, you listen with a create all the question for you have a good answer. Try to be control. Okay, it's you need to have a good presentation. Okay, and try to follow a script for you. You get better in the interview, but it's the experience so very hard. And you, Maria Clara, what do you think about?
Well, about the things I shouldn't do, I think normally maybe some people feel, getting the interview feeling like, oh, I'm the best one, not being humble, And I think this is the most important thing you need to be. You need to know who you are exactly, and to say the people exactly, I'm doing this, I'm good at this, and I'm a humble person. I want to work, I'm a hard work, things like that. But being like, how can I say, I don't know what, I forgot a word, but yeah, you guys got it, right?
Could you read the next question for us?
The next one. So, how should a person dress when they go for a job interview? So I think the person should go like with formal clothes. Not exactly really formal, but looking good. Like for the person that is going to that is hiding, for they know that, I want to get this job, I want this, so I got ready for this. So yeah, that's exactly what I think. And what about you, Elias?
I think it varies a lot nowadays, because many job interviews are made online. For example, like I said, I don't say this fact, but I work from home, and I had a lot of job interviews when I was looking for. I had about, well, like I said, 30 job interviews. All of these interviews are online. Then in online interviews, I think it don't care what kind of dress you are. because you are in home, you are at home. But in a presential interview, depends of the situation. For example, the Nubank, it's a company that don't care about dress code. But of course, you shouldn't you shouldn't dress clothes very thin, very transparent, very colorful. Don't know. You should dress normal clothes. And about you, Fern?
Yeah, I think you needed to have a sense of the situation, what the kind of job you're looking for. If you, for instance, looking for a job in resort, you could you go to there like to short. If you intend to get a job in bank, you need to use more clothes, formal clothes. Depends on the job you intend to get up. Get up. Okay. And you, Gabriel?
I agree with yours.
Gabriel.
I agree with yours. I guess depende where your interview, depende the you show for the people interview people, but it's normally formal clothes. The interview it's be presential. The interview, online interview, do you show your skills? That's it.
Yeah, I think I agree with you guys. On online interviews, normally you can be dressed like this part of the body and the other one not, because this is the situation. But okay, but it's the same, So going to the next question. So how should you act when you are in a job interview? So for me, I think you should. Okay. I don't know to answer this question. So Fern, can you answer for me?
Well, but I think I answer the well the question. But the basic you need to get tranquil. You need to be control all the nerves. E focus on the focus on the thing you need to to say about your experience, né? E try don't get relax, né? You because most of the guys when we go to the interview, sometimes the guys speak like a robot. It's so very nervous, né? But you need to relax because in all your life for you do something well, you need to relax. Né? For instance, I like to swim a lot. Né? When I swim, I'm completely relaxed because when you relax, you can swim more fast, more easy. Okay, like in a view. For instance, the people have a problem when they start learning speaking English with native English speaker or English another person because it's get afraid to make mistake, get afraid to get stuck. But if you get tranquil, it's okay. I think when you will go to do any interview, you need to get drunk, or you try to control your nerves. It's amazing. It's amazing thing. And you, Gabrielle?
I agree with you. Believe the keep calm on interview. Do you need to spend your skills? Do you want to a job? Try to relax, keep calm, and that's it. You can the job. And you, Elias?
Yeah, I agree with you. Only in one point, I think, we have to be polite, we have to be humble, keep calm, but I think most of the interview knows that the candidates want to be calm because we are nervous. I think the most of the interviews know this fact. Then, okay, you will get a little anxious. I think it's not too bad. I think it's not too bad because the interviews know this fact. But I think you should to show for the interviewer what are your skills, what kind of jobs have you ever made, what kind of tasks you used to do in your last job, for example. It's my opinion.
Now it's my time. So I agree with you guys. I definitely agree. In my next interview, I definitely going to be like, I'm going to be relaxed. And if they ask me, I'm going to think about the better answer. And also, sometimes they ask us to make some questions, and I'm going to think about a really great question to ask them. And I think it's exactly like this, pay attention to understand the questions and what they want to hear from you. So for what I think is exactly like this. So next question. If you were going to change jobs or try to get a job, what kind of job would you want to apply for? So what about you, Elias? Have you already changed of jobs?
It's a difficult question because I'm a software engineer, my program computer. If I don't work with this, I don't know. I don't know what kind of job I work in. I don't know. I stay in if I change the company that I work, I don't know. I will looking for the company of IT. I don't I don't find another kind of job. I think I don't know because I'm not good. I'm not. I don't know. I have more technical skills. I don't have more social skills. For example, I don't like to work with people. For example, in a talk show or in I don't know. My kind of job is technical. If I if I want to work with a program computer, I don't know. I work with for example, with em ABIN, Ministério do Trabalho. I don't know.
And what about you, Gabriele? Have you already?
Currently, I am graduation of the letters. I am a teacher, but I change my job or my chance. I would like to work for the beauty. I love it. I have two lovers, letters and beauty. And you, Maria Clara?
You know, I just got in the university, you know, so I'm going to become a teacher, and you know, it's pretty interesting because I'm going to be studying for 4 years at the university, only to become a teacher. And I think like if I change my job, it's going to be really like difficult for my mind, you know, because everything I know it's about teaching someone, the subjects, everything. That's like it is everything I know. So it's going to be a really big challenge, but it's not impossible. So if I definitely want to get a different job in a different kind of job, it's going to be a difficult challenge, but probably it's going to be really good, you know, because I will feel like, okay, I got it. And what about you, Farron? Farron?
Yeah, for me, it's so very complicated, guy, because I'm a very old man. I work in same job like 25 years old. I work for federal court judge, but sometimes in beginning, uh, I I love my job. I remember when I initiated my job. But nowadays, I think my job doesn't have a good image because nobody went to the court for work. The people will go to the court because they have a problem, some family problem, financial problem, criminal problem. And sometimes the people it's suffer, struggle. Because this my job don't doesn't have a good energy. So if I get a new job, for me, I intend to do something like make me happy, because I love this year. Because for me, disconnect a lot my job. I needed to practice another activity. I'm an athlete. I swim a lot. I ride back. For instance, when I swim, sometimes I put my job to work in this movement of swim. I can release my mind to travel abroad my body. If when I finish my training, I'm completely relaxed. I'm completely relaxed. For me, it's amazing. So if I to do a new job, sometimes like something see something some something see for instance I love people the person have some problem with mental health. I have I love help the person because I think the person is so very pure. Mm, I can handle with the person. I love animal like dog, something like this. No?
You definitely love everything, you know. Fern were talking like he loves the ocean, and one of the things I most like to do when I'm feeling really bad, I like to painting, you know, like to do a lot of painting because I
Yeah,
feel
yeah,
like,
yeah.
yeah, it's just amazing, you know. Have hobbies is the best thing you can have, you know. So going to the next question, how many jobs have you had? what were the interviews like to get those jobs? So how was the interviews when you got your last job? Gabriele?
I have 2 jobs. The interviews, it's relaxed for me. I make this text, this text, and I spent for interview. And you, Elias?
Okay, I had I think I had 6 jobs.
Oh,
Yes, because I'm 35. I work since I was 16. I work then okay. I will talk about the last interview because there is a lot. The interviews that I had for the last job, the company that I'm working now, I think is a normal interview. I get a little bit anxious, and not a lot of anxious. A little bit nervous, but it was a great interview because the interview nowadays the companies show what the company how the company work. Then the company, the interviewer presents me some technologies that I like to work. Then it's how can I say, making me want to work in this company. Many companies in my area had the interview had a technical interview, technical tests, and interview with the manager of the manager of the company, in the area that the company that you have to do, you have to go. But in general, I think it was great interviews. Where one of these interviews, the interviews had a duration of 10 to 30 minutes. But there one interview that the duration was an hour and 40 minutes, because I work a lot of things about the company. The interviews work a lot of things with me. I almost I will that company called me to work there, but I choose another one company, the company I was working now.
That's awesome. And about you, Fern?
Maria, I had a lot job. My life it's start very early. I remember I got my parent house very early, about 14 years old. I remember I sold the candy from the cinema after I was a truck driver. After federal police, né? E nowadays in the federal court. But in federal court, in this, I was a teacher, yet, but in federal court as well. But in federal court, I start practice sport. I practice triathlon a long time. I had the opportunity to get a sponsor. Because of this, I could live in Spain for 2 years. In Spain, I remember I got there like oh my gosh, nomadic. Sometimes I remember when I moved for another country, I sometimes I did several interview for you get able like some job like volunteer work, né? In the hostel, in the institution, several project, government project. For me, it's so very complicated when you had to the interview. Most of the time, I did the interview in Spanish because my English is so very bad. Né? I started learning English very recent. But I don't have problem with my communication. I remember I made a friend from Portugal on time. Sometime I remember even we speak same language. Sometimes I have impression I don't understand the guy, because the guy speak another intonation, another rhythm. The guys spoke so very different expression, different idiom. Oh my gosh, this is a Portuguese.
Portuguese from Portugal is really difficult. You know, the accent is like, is this Portuguese? Yeah. You know, as I told you guys, I never had a job, but I had already made some interviews, and one of these was 2 weeks ago. I made an interview for a project. I'm waiting the answer, and it was a really nice conversation. You know, the person in the beginning where the person was speaking in Portuguese, and after it started speaking English. So I was really confident, you know, but I'm really, you know, worried about the answer of this interview, because I'm really excited about it. You know, I don't know what's going to happen in my future if I
Anna is frozen.
So I'm really happy and excited. So I think we can go to the next question, right? How is the job market in your country? Is it easy or difficult to get a job? So what do you think about it, guys? Elias or Fern?
Yeah, I think it depends of the the position that you want to. In my area, again, I'm a software engineer. It's the market is the job market is very good nowadays. The pandemic brings a really true that the home office is a reality nowadays. Then I can work from home to every company from world. If I had a level of English, for example, then I think it depends of the profession. There are professions that is more easy to get a job, and there are professions that is more difficult. And what's your opinion, Fer?
Unfortunately, in my country, Brazil, the things so very bad, né, guys? Because you need to increase a lot the education about the workforce, né? Because the people don't have a good prepared for market, okay, job market. E for me, education in Brazil, it's so very low, guys. Education, it's sometimes increase a lot. The people, it's have a good, a bad formation, like workforce. And for me, it's so very complicated. It depends on a lot of things yet, the field of the actuation. For instance, you have the part of the market, it's increased a lot, like all the profession about the living, it's increased a lot because pandemic. I think nowadays we live in new normal. The life, it's for me change forever. It's so very complicated to come back, uh, uh, the way when the people lived before pandemic. I think this it's so very for me. I guess the Brazil, it's a big, amazing country because you have federal soil anywhere. You have a good climate. You have a good country. It's because, for instance, most of the part of the climate, for instance, in Europe, it's so very cold, so very dark. It rain a lot. My gosh, Brazil, it's amazing country. Yeah, I hate cold. I hate cold. Because my hometown is Maceió. For me, the biggest city in the worldwide. It's amazing. But I think the government don't care about the education. Unfortunately, you don't have a good opportunity to develop a good job. And you, Maria Clara?
Well, I think the situation to get a job in Brazil is not a good, I'm trying to get a job, but I can't find a job where I live. So it's pretty difficult. So we have the people back. So how was the conversation, guys? Jessica, can you tell me?
It was good. We have a very good conversation. We talk about jobs, and that was like the theme of the conversation. So, so that was really really fun, really natural. We didn't like only answer and the questions. We really had a conversation. So we just made our own questions for each other. So that was like cool.
Nice, that's amazing. So I'm going to ask all you guys, what tips can you give to someone that is trying to get a job, like the first job? Can you give me some tips, advice?
Study very a lot.
Yes, I think it depends the area, but most of them, English and Agile are necessary. So I think that two tips are really, I would like to receive it if I was starting now.
I guess that you have to be also patient and calm. Like don't freak out, because sometimes when you start freaking out, you just started things, and during the interview you can mess it up or something. So you have to be really careful to pass a very good first impression for the interviewers, for example. So and I think that's like really important, to be patient, to be calm. And like we were saying in the other room, we were talking about like study the companies, study the positions and the requirements. So I think it's really important to know what you're going to be through, And as I don't know what do you discuss it here, guys, but we were talking about like the most common questions. I think you were in our room this question, right?
Yeah.
So I guess that you cannot, sometimes depending the place that you were applying for, maybe it's more important like to be, don't be so cliche, you know, like sometimes I don't know if you guys pass for it, but I watched some interviews videos, and sometimes like the cliche questions are not like not acceptable, but they just like, okay, next, you know. So I think you have to be as I think Michael said that as well, to be honest, you know, be yourself, but trying to be like confident as, you know, as much as possible about yourself. So, and I think that's all.
Nice, thank you.
And you could do an MBA, do you know? Because the MBA, it's like you have an experience in a company, and it is a good form to improve your resume.
But I think that MBA you need to graduate, right? Or
And
no? Or to be in college at least in college.
Graduated, and after they graduate, it's a little course, like 2 years.
That's awesome. I'm just getting a university here in Brazil, so maybe in 4 years I'm going to try MBA. So, guys, was really nice to talk with you today. You know, was really nice. I hope we can talk again. So I'm going just to say some things about the TNT, okay? So as we all know, TNT is a free platform conversation for beginner, intermediate, and advanced English speakers. And the live conversation meetings are for all levels. This is not a regular class, and we are not here to teach you anything. However, you're gonna learn by practicing in a real environment here. You will develop your fluency and confidence as an English speaker. So this is TNT, guys. You can follow us on our social medias, and I hope to see you guys again next week. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, Maria.
Thank you.
Bye. See you
Thank
soon.
guys.
Goodbye.
See you. Take care. Bye bye.
Bye bye.